Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on this picture of Bootsy here. We're gonna trim him out and see if we can turn it into a pop cat or a talking cat kind of image. What that will be for is just a gimmick for streams. Something we'll do for grinsies and giggles. It's not going to be a VTuber kind of deal. It'll just be a, you know, Harold's having a rough day and having a bright light in his face is not helping headaches, or just for grinsies and giggles. Or I may even make it a channel point reward that someone can cash in. But mainly it's going to be an experiment. So what I like to do is blow it up super big and then trim out the cat, and then we'll see what we can do about getting something we can use for his mouth. I saw part of a tutorial video on YouTube, and a guy did this with a cartoon cat. But I think it would be cooler to do it with one of my kitties. And my channel regulars know what our cats look like. They see them all the time on camera. They give them kitty treats and stuff. So they'd be like, oh, it's Boots. They'd be like, yep, it's Boots. If it turns out to work, then we'll do something similar with Milknose and Sneakers and Maggie and stuff. But for now, it's just a gimmick. And let's be real, Boots is cute. He's super cute. And being as that he's black and white, he will contrast well. It will contrast well in space games, which is what I play a lot of. I have some music going, but I can barely hear it because even though it's licensed by the creator of it and it's free for use, streaming, Facebook just mutes the channel. So I'm going to keep the volume turned down where I can just barely hear it, and the microphone shouldn't be able to pick it up too badly over my speaking. It's a shame, really. It's a great channel if you ever want to give it a listen. It's a Lo-Fi Girl. If you go on youtube.com and search for LO space FI space girl, you'll find it. There's a multitude of channels there, and they make it available. It's okay for streamers to use it. It's DMCA free. You're going to be fine. But Facebook doesn't care about any of that. They just mute the audio without giving you a chance to say, hey, this is cool. And rather than deal with all of it, I just lowered the volume. I really doubt I'm going to use the lower part of this image. But just in case I need it for something else later, we'll go ahead and trim it out. Normally I try to capture all the little furry floofs, but in this case, doesn't matter. We're just trying to get a image of our furball here. Alright, so we're going to move him along. Going to try and stick to the black parts of his fur. Don't want anything that's turning brown. It'll mess with the colors of the stream. So much fur. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but I got Sneakers right over here beside me. You probably can't see her over the handle of the joystick, but she's over here snuggled up next to Daddy. There we go. Getting there. It's the tedious part of it all. Those furry fluffs. Look at those furry fluffs. You know, I wasn't actually going to stream anymore on Facebook, but I was talking with someone and they mentioned that they do watch these streams. So they're seeing them on Facebook. I did not realize that. The metrics on Facebook were not, they weren't indicating that anyone was watching it. So now that I know people actually are watching this, I'll keep doing them. Got him. So that should be a cat. So we're going to Control C this. We're going to go File, New. We're going to make it 96 resolution, 96 dots, transparent. We're going to say boots, trimmed. I'm going to say recent because I took this today. And there's our Bootsy. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this. File. Quick export as a ping. Stream pics. Boots. Trimmed. Recent. Ping. Here we go. Now we got Bootsy saved. Okay, so that's 100% size. Oh man, that's huge. Okay. Now we're going to try something that oops, that's cat treats. We don't want to be drinking cat treats. We need to there we go. We need to come up with a way to make his mouth open. And I know that there's a way you can liquefy the image and distort it. But what we're going to do first is we're going to look for cat mouth. And under images, we need a picture that's going to blend well with Bootsy. Let's see, this one. How does Boots' mouth? His mouth is mostly white. We could probably make this work. Oh, cute. Oh, there's a black and white cat meowing. Is that not cute? Oh my god. Okay. Free images. Nice. Save image as JPEG. We're going to say save it and download so I can't lose it, and open cat mouth. Yoink. And now we're going to move this over here out of the way so it's out of my way until I need it. Okay. Now let's open this one. Gonna make it big. And now we need to see. We may have to flip this. Let's grab. Do we need just a mouth? We probably need just a mouth. Because Boots is furry as he is. So let's go with mainly the pink areas. So we'll go with mainly the pink areas. I'm trying to think if Boots has a pink spot under his nose. I don't remember. It doesn't have to look perfect. We just want to be close enough. Control C, Boots trimmed. Let's go with a new image. File new. Open cat mouth. 96. Transparent. Yoink. Okay, so now the picture of Boots. He's facing the opposite direction, so we need to flip this image over. Adjustments. There's a way to edit this. There's a way to fix this. Transform. Flip horizontal. There it is. Okay. So now let's select all, edit, copy, just for grinsies and giggles. He's such a goofball. Oh, Lord. So we would definitely need to liquefy the image and smudge it so that he... Blah, 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 blah. Oh, so goofy. Okay, so let's delete this layer. Yep. Bye-bye. Okay. Now let's go open cat mouth. We need this to be a little larger. Let's make it about 1.5 times its size. Control A, Control C, Control V. Let's make this smaller. My father is a big geek. Yeah, that'll work. We may not even need to. We may not even need to distort that image. Okay, let's go with. Let me think. Control C. We're not going to screw up our picture of Boots. So we're going to go with transparent 96. We're good. Boom. Oh, shit. Wrong. Wah, wah. Okay, so wrong layer. Let's go. Control A, Control C. File new. 96. Super big. That'll work. Control V. Now let's go. There's a way. This is why you find one program and stick to it, kids. Because I started using Photoshop and then went to GIMP. And I can tell you that I lost a lot of information between those two. There's a way that you can liquefy this. And I don't know how you do it. Is it under distort? Pinch, polarize, ripple, shear, sphere, twirl, wave, zigzag. Other. You know, you can spend all night looking for something, or you can just freaking Google it. Liquefy tool. Liquefy tool. Okay, just tell me where it is. Open an image of Photoshop, click filter, select liquefy to open the dialog box. Erkily dokily. I just need to make it big enough where it goes around the open mouth. Okay, that's going to hit OK on this one. Now let's grab the open mouth. Control A, Control C, Control V. Actually, I'm kind of thinking we may not use the liquefy. How does that look at... Okay, a little smaller. That's about the size that he would be. Alright, where would we put him if he was going to fill in for me? That's about where he'd be. Now, we could mess with his eyes a little bit. Actually, that mouth seems a little too big. Yeah, but it needs to be big, I guess. It needs to be distorted. It needs to be pronounced. So we'll let it be. Okay. So let's take this image here, and we're going to say export. Going to export this as... Let's go to... Oh, that's right. I don't have my streaming thing set up yet. Well, I can put it on the streaming computer. Let's go streaming. Hello? This is the part where you open up the folder for me? Ah, you minx. Oh, it's probably trying to muster up the energy to give me a login dialog. Alright, so let's go down in here, try to access our folder directly first. We're good. Now, file, export, as ping. Let's go to streaming. Let's go to streaming. Let's go to graphics. Talking cat heads. That's what we're going to call this one. Yep. And this is going to be mouth open. Up. Boots. Mouth open. Yep. And now let's go to this image. We'll take the mouth off and we will say Boots mouth closed. Boots mouth closed. There we go. Okay. So now what we need to do is we need to create a scene in OBS. You know what I might as well do? Let's do talking cat heads. We're going to copy this. And we're going to put this in pictures. We're going to make sure it works first. And then we will put it into our actual stream. Let's go OBS. And we need to install a plugin, which I don't think I have on this one. Okay, let's remove this. Boonk. I'm gonna rename this testing stuff. There we go. All right. Let's see here. We do not have the source transition plugin, so we need to grab that. I think, is it? Oh shit, I'm gonna have to find it on YouTube.
Pip. Pip, pip, pip.
Alright, and it was Andrew Filecki, and he was talking about... Here it is. Is this the one? Nope, that is not. Webcam fade in, that was not the one. You're getting a peek into my YouTube history here. I'm not sure you want to do that. Here it is, right here. So that's what we're trying to do. But we want to do it with Bootsy. To move transition plugin, that's what I need. There we go. Move transition. Boonk. Gizmy. Give me that good, sweet plugin. That'll work. Okay, downloaded. Downloaded. Let's install it. Oh no. Yep, do your thing. Yep, it's fine. It's fine. Go. Finish. Done. Now let's launch OBS again. There we go. Okay. Oh, it's the transitions. That's what it is. Let's remove it. Yoink. Done. We'll just do a cut. Simple cut's fine. Alright, under our test scene, we have a media source. Why do we have a media source? And that's just a picture. That'll work just fine. Okay. So let's mute all this. Let's add our talking head guy. So we're going to add, actually we need to make a nested scene. So we're going to say nested scene, boots, open. Actually, it's better say boots, mouth open. Mouth open. And I believe we need to make one called boots. Mouth closed. If memory serves. We did this. Audio move. Okay. But there was a way he set the picture up, though. Oh, he stacked the images. That's right. I remember now. So let's delete this one. We're going to rename this to Boots Talks. There. So now we can add a nested scene. Boots Talks. So now whatever we put in Boots Talks will show up as a nested scene. Okay. So this is going to be image. This is going to be mouth open. Actually, mouth closed. Let's go mouth closed. Browse. Let's go to pictures. Mouth closed. There we go. And now, ooh, this needs to be a lot smaller. Oh my god, that's a big cat. He is so huge. Oh my gosh, the hugeness of this cat. So big. Okay, we're going to duplicate this. Bunk. And this one's going to get renamed to open. Bunk. And now with mouth open, we're going to change that image to mouth open. So now, depending on which one is open, looks like he's talking. And the goofiness continues. Okay. I need to go back over here. So on the microphone, we're going to add audio move. So on the microphone, yeah. Filters. Audio move. And I think we're going to say talking. And a meter type is going to be, I don't remember now, it's been too damn long. Magnitude. Action's going to be source visibility. We're going to say nested scenes, Boots Talks. We're going to say mouth open. And what was the threshold action? Was enable over and then Source is ducky open. Okay. We're going to say enable over and disable under. Enable over, disable under. And we need to make this threshold quite a bit higher. I'd say it needs to be at least 30. Right in there should do it. Okay. So now, when he's talking, and let's check it and see which order he stacked these, because I don't remember which order he stacked. Audio move open. And then I think he made one called closed. Got it. Then he made one for closed. It makes sense. Okay. Mouth open, enable over, disable under. Good. So let's go to filters. Can we duplicate this? Oh my gosh, we can. Closed. Okay, it's gonna say mouth closed. Okay. So why is it not working? It's triggering. Okay. Okay. So now maybe our trigger is too much. I need to stop the music. I think the music is screwing with it. Okay. Let's set our triggers to be pretty high. Oh, actually, no. Let's make it right in here. I can make it 20 and see how 20 does. Let's make our easing 15. Okay, so easing's 15. And our threshold's 20. Easing's 15, threshold's 20. So let's do the other filter. Easing is 15. Threshold is 20. Okay. But it's still not working. Okie dokie. Okay. How about... Nope. Okay, it's still not working. What the heck am I doing wrong here? We'll try it right up here towards 85. How's 85? We may have to rewatch this video, because I feel like I'm missing something important here. Okay. Yeah, see, it won't enable. As soon as I enable it, let's flip them around the other way. Let's flip these around. Mouse closed. And mouth open. Okay. So, we have to rewatch this video. Okay, so in his, he has open up top and Ducky open. So open up top, talking, which will be open. We want source open. Let's change our threshold down. We'll try an easing of 2 just for shiggles. Okay. And now for closed, try an easing of 2. Source visibility, boots talks. We want mouth closed. Enable over and disable under, and our threshold to be 2. Okay. It must be really noisy in here. Maybe we'll raise our threshold up quite a bit. But it looks like... Oh, it's working. I saw it. Okay. Look at the source. See how it's flashing? The closed? So we need to trust with the thresholds here. Okay. So closed. We're going to say mouth, enable under, and disable over. Let's try that. Okay, so now I want to talk loud. Nope. I can see the bottom source is flickering, but this one, the top one, is not. Okay, so one of our filters is too sensitive. Let's try talking off and see what happens. Nope. Talking closed? Nope. Let's get rid of this guy for now. Just for grinsies. Okay. So now whenever we get talking, we want enable under and disable over. Okay, so now we're still not triggering. What am I doing wrong here? Mouth open, enable under, disable. Okay, so my threshold needs to be... Okay. Okay. Man, that threshold is sensitive. That's threshold is 0. Let's take our easing down. We're going to take our threshold to 1.5. Okay. I'm dropping my mic volume down a little bit to play with this so they can see. See, it's the noise, the ambient noise that's doing it. Alright, let's mess with this a little bit. Take our threshold down to 0.5. See, it's still triggering. Okay. Okay. How about now? Must be picking up the noise from the fans. Okay, how about now? Wow, let's see, it's staying active, staying active. It's not going active at all. Let's try 0.1. Nope. 0.15. 0.2. 0.3. 0.4. Nope. What 0.4 seems to be almost triggering it. I wonder if maybe we're getting some noise. Which microphone is this? Okay, let's try that. How's that? Okay, that's a cleaner audio. Much cleaner. Okay. Okay, it's backwards. The filter's backwards. Okay, so we need to be enable over, disable under. Okay. So now when I talk, let's raise our threshold. How's this? How's this? Nope. This. This. Really? Really? That high? Way too much. How's our threshold now? Too much? Okay. Let's try our easing. Easing. Is it really that noisy? I don't know. I'm thinking something's wrong. Because I'm not seeing this. Wait. Wow. Okay. Okay, let's try that. Okie dokie. Hey, Robert, how you doing? Yeah, I was trying that, but I seem to be borking the filter. I'm not... Urgh. Okay, so the filter says talking, magnitude, mouth open. We want to enable under, disable over. So it should be triggering it. I don't know, maybe my threshold's just a little too sensitive. I'm going to drop the threshold down to 0. Take the easing down to 0. Okay, when I talk, you can see that it's not triggering that source anymore. Yeah, see, that's... We're almost there. So let's take our threshold up a little bit. Whoop. Okay. So now let's try... See, it's triggering it, but it's not closing... Yeah, we need to do something. It needs to have 2 actions, I think. Because it's not disabling the mouth closed. Okay, whatever. I kind of wonder if maybe it's getting a false read. Because it's not... Okay. Okay. Alright, so this will tell me it's inverted? What the... Alright. Let's just try one image for now. So when I talk, his mouth opens up. Okay, so when I talk... Okay, so when I talk, his mouth opens. That works. Kinda. Need to play with the threshold a little bit, and the easing for sure. Okay, so the easing, we're going to go up a little bit. How's that for easing? Okay, it looks like it makes it much more forgiving. Duh, what am I trying to say? I don't know. Okay. If Discord would just shut up, that would be great. Alright, so let's say with our blah, 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 blah. Okay. Let's play with our threshold a little bit. Threshold. 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 Oh my god, threshold, really? Are you frickin' kidding me? Oh man, this is crazy. So apparently lower threshold better. Threshold. Threshold's too high. Threshold. Man, that threshold is just crazy. 2.9? Nope. 2.8? Are you frickin' kidding me? 1.8? No way. $1.5? Okay, so that's 1.5 for threshold. Looks like it's triggering ever so briefly. I can see the source flicking, but the human eye, I guess, it just isn't catching it. So we'll try this. Let's take our easing down. Let's take our easing down to 1.8. How's that? Okay. This thing is touchy. Oh my gosh. There we go. How's that for... Yeah, see, it's still way... Boots, you better be worth all this crap. How's that? 0.7? 0.7 still... Lord. Alright, let's try 0.25, just for grinsies. Oh, no, 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 no. 2, 5. 0.25. Okay, I'm talking, and it's looks like it's not really picking up. We're going to increase our mic gain a little bit. Okay, so his mouth will move, but it's not quite the transition I was hoping for. Let's drop our easing down. Okay, that's an easing of 1.0. Okay, not too bad. And our threshold is set at 0.25. That's 0.15. Let's try 0. 0 is too much. 0.6. 0.11. Okay. That's not too bad. 0.1. Really? 0.1? Crazy. Okay. Let's take our easing up a little bit more. Easing 1.7. My name is Boots, and I'm a talking cat. Actually, you know what I could do? I could just make it his mouth. It wouldn't need to reload the whole source, just his mouth. Oh, wow. Yeah, that'd be the way to do it. So let's go file. Let's go export. Quick export is ping. Let's just go open cat mouth ping. Now you're talking. See? Yeah. That'll work. Okay, so with mouth open, we're going to say shoot. I gotta copy the image. Oh no, I didn't copy it from the appropriate location. Alright, so right here, gonna right click, open in a new window. Streaming, graphics, talking cat heads, open cat mouth ping, copy, drop it in pitches. Bonk. Hello. Now, okay. That'll work. Now we need to make it visible. So we need to turn this filter off. Leave it visible. Move it into position. Turn our filter back on. That should be cleaner and less resource draw. I don't know. What do you think? I wish it blinked more. So let's go into the filter and drop our easing down a little bit. Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. And everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. The blinking actually kind of... The blinking adds a level of realism, I think. So let's take the easing down. I want it to be much more sensitive. And I think maybe a smaller mouth? What do you think? Maybe a smaller mouth? Hey, Aunt Karen, how are you doing? It's Talking Cat Heads. This is Boots. He can't really talk. Okay. So maybe a little more easing so that it's more blinky. Alright. Let's close. Take the focus off the... There we go. That almost looks decent. It almost does. There's our test scene. Yep. Talking cat heads. Cats in space. Oh, the goofiness is real. Okay. So maybe a little more easing. Less blinky. Yeah, we'll just let it go for now. Okay, so boot stocks. We can disable it right there by turning that on and off. Yeah, that'll work. Okie dokie. So now we just need to put this in the real OBS that we actually use when we're streaming, and then work out a way to turn it on with the Stream Deck. And since that worked well, we might actually do the same thing with the other cats. Because we have plenty of cat pictures. No shortage of cat pictures. Okay, so let's go over here. This is the streaming computer. We should have some kitties trimmed. Maggie looking up. Let me see. Annoyed. Yeah. Not so sure we want to use that one. She looks pretty pissed. Maggie looking right. See, now that would work. We could use this one. Yeah, we could use that one as a talking head. And I don't think we'd have to do much with it. Maggie looking right, trimmed ping. Okay, so I think what we could do is we could replicate this. Duplicate. And we'll say this one is going to be Maggie Talks. Maggie Talks. Okay. So now we have Maggie Talks. We need to change... Get rid of this. Excuse me, get rid of this. Bunk. And we're going to add an image. This is going to be Maggie, mouth closed. We need to go into Boots and rename this so that I can keep them all straight. In my little brain, in my little brain. Okay. Boots, mouth closed. Done. Okay, so back to Maggie Talks. The image file is going to be, well, poop. I need to copy this. So let's go over to our kitty trimmed. Maggie looking right, copy, go here and paste. Donk. Let's get this. Maggie looking right trimmed. Done. Unload image one not showing. Save our resources. We need to move Magsy Wags. She needs to be appropriately sized. How big is Boots? Okay. Maggie needs to be smaller. Okay. How's that compared to Boots? Boots is still smaller. What do you think? Yeah. I think that's just about right. Okay, so we're going to shrink her down even more. And just get her positioned. Is that... No, he's bigger here, so let's make her a little bigger here. Yeah, that'll work. There. And now mouth open. Yeah, see, we're going to need to use a different mouth for her. Her mouth is tiny. So we need to edit mouth open, and actually let's go into this folder here. And we're going to rename this one to... Actually, we don't need to do anything. We can just change the source. So we're going to remove this. We're going to add another image called Maggie mouth open. We're going to load the same physical image off the hard drive, but we're just going to change the transformation of it so that it's more appropriately sized for her mouth. Whoa, she looks like a gigantic mouth, doesn't she? Still too big. Still too big. Wow, you're not even going to notice. Yeah, I may need to find another cat. I think we're going to have to find another open mouth cat image for this one. Yep, gonna have to find another one. So we need one where it's to the side and appropriately for Magsy Wags. With her tongue down. No, I don't like that one. Yeah, see, that's... I kind of like the cute ones. Like that. We might be able to make that work. That's copyrighted image, though. We can't use that one. I wonder if I have a picture of Maggie. I wonder if I have a picture of Maggie, though. I think I have a picture of Maggie somewhere we can use. Let me see. We'll see if we got a picture of Maggie. Oh, looky here. How about this? Look at this one. It's our girl. That'll work better. Okay. So I just need to find that image in my Google Photos, and we could use that. But for now, we have a picture of Boots that talks, so I can turn that on whenever needed. I think what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to get pictures of Maggie when she's being boisterous and talkative, and I'll just use that. Yeah. Alright, so let's search for cats in our photos. There should be no shortage of cat pictures. There's Sneakers, Maggie. There's one where she was, there it is, right there. She was not happy. She was definitely not happy. Okay. So you've downloaded the original. Now let's go into Photoshop and we will mess around with this one. File, open. I'm guessing this is the one, 842. Vid capture. Alright, so let's image. Let's rotate this thing 90 degrees counterclock. Now it needs to rotate a little more. Image, rotation, arbitrary. We're going to go counterclockwise, and we're going to go, say, 12. Nope, needs more. Alright, more arbitrary rotation. Let's try 30. That's almost right. So let's make it bigger. And we will trim out her... Man. We'll trim out her open mouth. Got it. Control C. Now let's go into make a new one. 96, please. Create. Control V. Now let's take this image and we're going to rotate it an arbitrary amount. Let's try 27. Oops, wrong way. Wah, wah. Okay. Could try free transform, I guess. That may be just about the right. Oh, actually, no. I don't want to do that because when I do that, it screws with the canvas size. So let's make this 250 by 250. Now we can free transform. Without losing anything. That looks about right. Okay. So file, now we're going to export as a ping. Gonna put it in pictures. We're gonna put it in talking cat heads. We're gonna name this Maggie Mouth Open. Maggie Mouth Open. Yoink. And there. Now we go to Maggie Talks. We're going to add a new image. It's going to be mouth open. Be consistent about this, buddy. Mouth open. Yoink. Okay, unload when not using. Maggie Mouth Open. Yay! Okay. So now let's resize this thing. We need to flip it. Yeah, it's still goofy. I see it. I don't like that. Looks goofy to me. Alright, so let's see if we can transform this a little bit. I'm going to edit transform. There's some cool stuff you can do with edit transform. You can adjust the rotation right here. It's pretty neat. Slow, but neat. Let's try -15. Yeah, it's about right. Okay. So now we can adjust the size and the general position. Ah, wrong. Make it just a little smaller. That's mouth open. Okay. We're done. That's mouth open. Actually, we're not done. I wish I hadn't grabbed that pink part of the nose. Okay, so now over here, we're going to go to... Oh, crap. I can't do more than one cat. Because it screws with the files. It's the filters. Wah, wah. Okay. So under Maggie Talks. Maggie Mouth Open. And now when I talk, her mouth opens. Pretty cool. But I don't like where it is. So we need to disable the filter and move it around. So let's move her mouth open. And I think what we're going to do That's more subtle. That's pretty subtle. I like that, actually. It's more of a subtle thing. It's not as scary as Boots. Yeah. Definitely not as scary as Boots. So let's go into Photoshop and let's mess with this image here a little bit. Let's flip it, and we're going to cut this pink crap off the top. Right in here. We're just going to cut this off. Where is the end of this file? There we go. Okay, so now let's take this image, edit. I need to deselect, otherwise it's going to affect that part. So here we go, transform. We're going to flip it horizontal, and we're going to say File, Export. Quick export as a ping. Maggie mouth open. Save. Yes. Now, look at that. Let's take our filter and turn it off. Yoink. No more filter. Let's make our mouth open. And we will play around with the position of it a little bit. Okay. And let's make it no longer on and turn the filter back on. Okay, how's that? Now Maggie talks. Okay. Maggie talks. All right. I like Maggie talking better than Boots talking. What do you think? Think Boots talking? Maggie talking? Boots looks scared. I mean, that mouth is kind of scary, to be truthful. I wonder if we could use... Yeah, maybe we need to get a better mouth for Boots. Because Boots is kind of... I ain't gonna lie, he looks kind of like he's like, rah, I'm freaking out, I'm insane. So I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Yeah, we need a new mouth for Boots. Maybe I can squish that mouth. Because the one for Maggie looks pretty good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It's a little blurry on the bottom here. This bottom part doesn't quite fit. We can get rid of that, though, easily enough. Let's get rid of that. So right in here, we'll get rid of this fuzzy blue, kind of creepy looking. Looks like it's fading into whatever the hell it's fading into crap. Out of there. We'll get rid of that. Went the wrong way with it. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now let's delete that. That's more of a trimmed image. How's that going to look? Probably make it look a lot better now. Okay, so let's go into Photoshop. Let's select nothing. Let's export it again. Quick export as ping. Maggie mouth open. Yep. Save it. Back in here we go. Gotta turn our filter off. Yoink. And let's go into mouth open. Let's change the properties. Should be better now. Yeah, look at that. That's cleaner. How about now? Okay, it still looks a little... I don't know. The top part looks a little goofy. Yeah, the top part near the whiskers seems a little bit fucky. So let's Control Z this. We're going to take this part of it out. And we'll save the rest. File, export. Quick export is ping. Maggie mouth open. Save, yes. Go in here. How about now? Those whiskers fuck with me. I ain't gonna lie to you. Okay, how about now? Open mouth. Maggie's talking. Yeah, not too bad. I mean, I don't like how it looks like her mouth is missing over here. So let's shrink this down just a little bit. There we go. Let's try that. So now let's unhide or hide it. Turn on the filter again. And now when she talks, or I talk, she talks, doesn't look better. I mean, it's still kind of fucky. But it'll work. Maggie talks. All right. Now with regard to Boots talking, let's go. Nope, we don't want this one. Get rid of that. Nope, we're good. This guy. Maybe I can squish this down where it's not quite so big. Let's take the height and drop it down to 50. That might work better. File, export, quick export is ping. Let's go open cat mouth. Yep, I'm sure. Let's go in here. Let's go to boot stocks. Actually, looks kind of goofy. Oh, man. Yeah. Bootsy is talking. All right. So now let's see if the Bootsy talking looks better. We'll go into here. Let's go into filters. Let's rename this one to Maggie Talks. Got it. Wrong, wrong. By the way, you can't rename a filter while it's in use. OBS, no likey. OBS, no likey. Let's try that again. Let's take it off. Let's rename it. Maggie talking. We will duplicate this as Boots talking. Got it. Okay, so now when Boots talks, it's going to take the Boots talk scene and it's going to take the mouth open and turn that on. So now, when I talk, Boots should talk. And it should look less angry cattish. We need to affect the placement of his mouth, though, because it looks a little bit weird. Okay. Boots talking. I think it's the pink stuff around the side that's really screwing with it. Hey, Claire Bear.
Right.
Rar. How you doing?
How are you? Okay.
I'm doing all right. I'm streaming on Facebook and YouTube right now some talking cat head animations. Yeah. Okay, so now talking Boots.
Wait. So give me your YouTube then.
Okay, give me a second here. Maybe
Is it the same thing? Just go to YouTube and type your name.
Hold on, before you start talking, the mic's being broadcast on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, sorry. Take a look at Boots' Corner. Give me a second here and I'll share my YouTube with you, Claire Bear, that way you can take a look. Here we go. Give me a second here and I'll share my YouTube with you, Claire Bear, that way you can take a look. Try that. Okay.
Oh.
So now when I talk, Boots' mouth should open. Oh my God, Mrs. B's trying to kill me. If you can hear this, send an ambulance. Oh my God, don't do that in here anymore. Jesus.
Maggie's looking at her.
Run, Boots. Oh my God, the cats are physically leaving the room. That's how bad this is. Jesus. So she comes in here to do it. Oh, so fired. Okay. Okay, so it still seems, the proportions seem bucky. Let me edit the transform on this. Rotate it a little bit. I can't imagine why they'd run away from you. It's not like you're killing them. Let's try -7. Nope, too much. -5. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay. So now we turn Boots' talking filter back on. And when I talk, Boots should talk. Nice. Okay. Mouth seems a little small, but that'll work. So what I need to do is I need to set up a command on the Stream Deck, which will turn the appropriate audio filters on and off. So let's hide this. Add a nested scene called Maggie Talks. Okay, and now we need to go over here to our filters and turn Maggie Talks back on. And now when I talk, Maggie talks. That'll work better. Cool. Now what you need to work some magic with the Stream Deck to turn stuff on and off at will. And we have Talking Cat. Claire Bear, did you get your issue with your AIO resolved?
I'm sorry, hold on, what?
Did you get the issue with your AIO resolved, or your water cooler?
No.
Okay.
No, like I said, it's just been pushing a lot more heat than it used to. I think it was just mad at me being midday and trying to fire up a game download while running two screen windows on separate screens. I don't think it likes that I run two screens. But yeah, I'm gonna try that thing. So I'd really like you to help me understand what directions you want me to turn it first.
Okay, let me pull up the image that you sent me. You sent of the AIO.
Try to get another one of the whole.
No, it's okay.
Well,
it's okay.
no, I guess those are the two units you need to know about as far as directions go, right? So
yeah, we're good here. So basically, I'm looking at the image of your CPU block and your AIO.
Yeah, wouldn't I want to put the CPU block on the ground and maybe wiggle it so that bubbles run up the tubes into the fan?
You could.
Area?
You could, but technically all that you really need to do at this point would be to unhook your cable so you have maneuverability of the case.
I'll just take it off.
Yeah, just take off the cables going to your computer.
Gary.
And then...
Wait. Oh. Yeah, no, okay, yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
I mean, duh.
Yeah. So then basically, if my phone is your computer, you're going to tip it up so that the hoses on the top part, the hoses going into your CPU, the highest part, you're going to shake it a little bit so any air bubbles that may be stuck in the CPU cooler block flow out of the CPU block and into the hoses. Then you're going to rotate your computer so that the air bubbles can make their way through the hoses and into the radiator. Because what may have happened is right up in here, the top part of your CPU block, there may be some air bubbles that have accumulated. I mean, I don't know that that's what happened, but that would be an easier fix. Just unhook, your monitor, your keyboard, your mouse, your joysticks, all that stuff. That way you can grab your computer case and move it around freely without any cords dangling all over the place and move it around like that. And if there are any air bubbles trapped, that's an easy solution. You get them out of the CPU block, up the hoses, and into the radiator. And if they go to the top part of the radiator, well, then that's even better. Then they go all the way up to the tippy top, and they can't flow back in your CPU. But what happens with these is air permeates through the hoses over time and gets into the system. And that's why they say to make sure the CPU block is not the highest point. Yours isn't, but I mean, if something kind of got stuck up in there, then that would cause the problem. The other solution would be to pull your CPU block off. Looks like you've got 4 Phillips head screws here. Pull it off, take an old sock or a paper towel or something, and wipe off the old thermal paste off the bottom of the CPU block and the top of the CPU die.
If I provided a mailing address, you guys got some spare paste or some shit?
Nope, but what we can do is I purchased some for Rush recently. Let me find my orders here.
No, don't just flat out buy me some.
No. I'm just going to show you right here.
I was looking to combine like the last 3 bits of somebody's tubes,
Oh no, I don't have any. Okay. The AIO that I got came with it, but this is $8, and this would be more than enough. And this was, I think, I ordered it on a Saturday, and he got it like a Monday.
Okay.
So pretty quick. I know. Otherwise, you'd have to go by a Best Buy or a
You have no idea where I live. It's ridiculous. We're literally an hour from anywhere that has anything.
Purchased 2 times. What? I've not purchased this 2 times. I've only purchased this once.
Amazon never lies.
Of course not. That makes no sense. You purchased this twice. I've only ever bought thermal paste once in my life because everything else I've been part of a bundle or it's come with something. So I don't know. But basically, those are the 2 immediate causes that I can think of, the air bubble and the thermal paste. The thermal paste, as time goes by, will get kind of thicker and thicker and thicker.
All right. Open or close the case?
To do the air bubbles?
No, no. I mean, just in general. No. See, I left the case open for a while, and it seems like it gets dustier inside with the case off. But
with your particular setup, you've got a fan right there behind the CPU, so it's going to pull air across.
And I've got a 12-inch desk fan sitting directly above what you're looking at, faced straight down into the computer through the top vents.
Okay.
It's got a mesh roof.
Gotcha, I figured. Yeah.
Okay. Is that good or bad?
Well, for now it should be fine. The benefits of a closed case, assuming of course the fans are working and nothing's blocked, is that it channels the air to move in the direction you want it across certain components, across the memory to cool the memory, across the GPU to cool the video card. Right now you're just kind of blowing air at it in general, but for now,
and the GPU is not in a spot that it'd ever get a good airflow. The little cases for drives, the little drive shelves totally block the lower front fan. The middle front fan's not too bad, but she's caked. I mean, I can't get in there to clean that end of it at all. So I don't know what design-wise. I need to have you guys build me a computer when I come into money somehow.
I hear you. It gives you a good reason to visit. Right? Be like, hey, I'm going down to Florida.
I've been really lucky with these computers. This one I paid for, but it was built by people that were up the block from a friend who literally picked it up and drove it to me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yes. And the other one was shipped to me by a guy who puts computers together. This was back in 07, 08 or something. He puts them together, and this other guy, this professor at City College, New York, bought me a monitor, a keyboard, I think. Yeah, I think he got me a keyboard and a mouse and a monitor. And then the other guy built me the computer.
Nice.
They didn't want me playing on that. Like I said, I was on a laptop getting 15 frames per second and trying to keep this community going in a Counter-Strike server. So it was pretty cool of them. And that computer lasted a long time. So
yeah. Okay.
I need to stay awake. See, my GPU fan isn't spinning. Turn on a game and see if it spins, because
it should be.
I swear it just spins on its own, especially if it's saying that it's 120. Oh, GPU is only 109 degrees right now. It still feels like it's hot. Am I just freaking out about temperatures that I shouldn't even be looking at?
If it's giving you a thermal warning, then there's a reason to be concerned.
What's a thermal warning?
If something is coming on the screen or giving you an indication saying, "Hey, I'm too hot."
What freaked me out was that these numbers that are always white turned orange. The CPU is at 160 degrees Fahrenheit, and the numbers turned orange. That's hot.
That's hot.
Okay.
Yeah, that's hot. That's cause to be alarmed.
See, and like I said, they've been up until this year. I'd never seen it go over 140 on any component. Yeah, you're not turning on GPUs, fan. That's gonna be a bummer, huh?
Yeah. That would definitely be a bummer.
Aren't they rare right now? Like rarer than?
Well, they've come down in price. I was looking today in the 3060s. I know you're not an Intel kind of girl. But the 3060s are. I saw one on Newegg for under $4.
Okay, I think I spent $400 on this graphics card.
Yeah, so doable.
Like I built it on their website, ibuypower.com.
Mm-hmm.
They were pretty cool. It price wise it worked out, and I didn't have to put it together. And
yeah.
So like the old computer, I had done things with it. It didn't have this fancy cooling system. It was just fans. But I periodically took the graphics card out and messed with it. Cleaned it off and was able to reattach it, but I don't know, this thing just scares me.
You'll be all right. I mean, you're in several Discord servers, and you've got people that'll help you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be just fine.
Why isn't the fan spinning? That's not. Yeah.
All right, so are you in a situation where you can take a look at, or you pull that GPU out, blow out the fan, get it clean? Yeah, maybe just something's blocking it, keeping it from fanning. I mean, the fans from turning.
No, because I blow on it, it spins. It's just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's not blocked. So why isn't this? Did I link you the Stream Toys key? Yeah, I did. Okay. And then I gave you the user and pass. Yeah. Okay.
In Discord? Yeah, okay.
In your DMs, yeah.
Okay. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah, whenever. It's just You like Stream Toys? I
Oh
figured
yeah.
you'd like Stream Toys by Zukia.
Oh yeah.
And like I said, I wrote the default answers for that for the pool ball.
Nice. Okay. So now we have the Maggie Talks scene available in our OBS. Now I need to edit the filters. This may require some buckery with my filters. Oh no, I don't have the move transition installed in OBS. I'll have to install that first. Okay. We can do that though. At least we've proven that it will work. And we can have cats that talk.
Meow.
Right? Well, I was thinking about it the other day. I saw this video. And it was this guy had done it as a stream reward, where someone could like cash in their channel points, and it would make this little pop cat show up. And I thought it would be kind of cute to do one with cats.
Yeah.
Especially on days when like I've got a migraine and I don't want to be in front of the bright ass camera lights.
Oh, there you go. That's what you meant. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So then all I've got to do is turn this on occasionally, or if someone's like, you don't have a camera, I'll be like, here you go, here's our camera.
Yeah.
But we can make this work. It could just be an air pocket. Are you sure it was the CPU that said it was too hot, or could it have been the GPU?
Yeah, it was the CPU that was way up there. Right now, CPU is at 125, GPU is at 140, the main board's at 100.
Okay.
I mean, that's nominal, right?
I would guess. But I don't actually know. I don't remember. I don't think I've ever tested my main board chipset temperatures. Okay. So this is a little weird seeing two OBS windows. I'm not going to lie to you. Bunk. We got that working. Okay, we're going to close this out. Do we want to save changes? No, we do not. No, we do not. No, we do not. No, and no. And now, let's see if I am rich in Star Citizen yet or not. I had some mining orders that were chooching last night.
I don't know the parts that are...
There we go. Come on. Oh, I need to find out why your actions aren't getting triggered by StreamerBot when you come into the channel.
Right.
I know, right? When you come in, it should be like, hello. Oh, we can stalk Jack. Jack's an awesome guy. He streams on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
Yep. He's, I watched some of his videos before I even knew that he streamed. I watched one that told you how to do fancy landings in Star Citizen. He'd do some cool stuff.
Cool.
Like, oh yeah, he's got some really cool, he'd done some really cool fancy landings, but there's this place in Star Citizen called Port Olisar, or PO for short. And it has these large open pads. So what he would do is he'd get in a ship, and he would start the landing in decoupled mode, and he would make it like spin around as it landed, or he would step off the ship as it landed. Just some really cool stuff. Yeah, landing with style. And then I saw another video. I didn't realize it was from the same guy. And this guy was doing trading runs, and he was talking about, you know, what the prices of certain commodities were in the game. And then later on, I learned that he did streams. I started watching his streams, and then I was like, wait a minute, his voice sounds familiar. And come to find out, it was... Ta-da, it was the Fancy Landings guy.
That's...
Yeah. Let's check our refinery orders. Let's see what's going on with our refinery orders. Come on. OBS like, you just closed the window. Did you know you closed the window? Did you know you can reopen that window? I'm like, yes. I fucking know about the windows.
Oh, jeez, OBS, thanks.
Yeah, I've only been used it for 2.5 years. I have no idea about closable windows.
Right.
Hi, good to have you back.
Alright. Edit destinations. Good. Awesome. Those are working. How much longer do we have? Yay! They're done! We can haul our cargoes and makes the monies. And I believe this will all fit in the MSR. So, collect. Go, baby, go. And MSR, collect. Let's go with the biggest one first, in case we run out of room.
You see anything you like?
And MSR. Almost completely full. Nice. And let's see what we got. Hangers and habs. And we need to start voice attack. We'll start voice attack while the elevator's doing its thing. Voice attack, SC, good deal.
Alright, actually playing the game, the CPU is up to 134, the GPU is down to 127.
Okay, so the GPU is cooler, but the CPU is a little cooler than you say 160?
Ooh. Does that mean... Well, yeah, 160 is when I freaked out.
Okay.
Let's see, does that mean the fan is going? Ooh, I just saw the fan stop turning or something.
On the GPU?
Yeah, on the GPU, I just saw it, like, come to rest.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
If you're playing a graphically intensive game, that fan should be turning.
Star Trek Online.
I'm guessing it's pretty graphically intensive.
Yeah.
Vehicle selected.
I mean, it's an older game.
Mm-hmm. It's still, though, I mean, you're
Your
running...
vehicle has been
Are you running
delivered to the following
1080p or
location.
higher?
Please visit us again.
1080p. I don't know what that means.
Your resolution,
like,
1080?
On the... It's 1920 by 1080.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it should be putting some kind of load on your GPU, unless you've got a really kick-ass GPU.
Where's my specs?
I don't remember which color paint I put on this. Green or blue? Guess we'll find out. Let's go, space dude. Walk through the dark, spooky ship. Ready ship for launch?
Initiating onboard component scan.
Crusader Industries, a journey worth taking.
Stand by for launch.
Excellent.
Engines off.
I didn't say to do that. I said excellent.
Landing gear up.
Looks like green paint. Yep, that's the green. Let us go. We has money to make.
Quantum travel engaged.
Yeah, I may have to change my audio setup because right now, as far as the streaming computer is concerned, all the audio comes in on one channel, the mic channel. So in order to use a talking cat without the game sounds triggering it,
Right.
I would have to segregate those channels,
Yep.
Quantum travel complete.
which I can do, but... Now my frames are gonna drop like crazy here.
Quantum travel engaged.
This is a graphically intense part of the game, the most graphically intense part of the game. And I'm running at 1440 resolution, so this could very well turn into a slideshow. Tomorrow's Friday. Corpse player? Okie dokie.
Quantum travel complete.
Hey, Rush.
Rawr. I had to binge watch a bunch of episodes of Picard, and I had a happy ending. It's like,
Nice.
there was one surprise thing that I just like. It's always been unanswered, and it answered, and it was like, oh, that makes sense. That's better sense. Okay.
Right.
Well, that's good. news that you like to hear, I guess.
Well, I don't know if you're gonna ever watch Picard or not, but
Yeah, I'll watch it.
I think
I don't want to spoil
almost
it.
caught up.
Well, so Claire, have you seen the last episode?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
You gotta wait for your spoilers, mister.
Yeah, but it was a good feeling. So it's like, yeah.
Claire Bear and my son were helping me with a talking cat head.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it was going. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So I've got it tested on OBS running on my gaming computer. I need to install a plug-in on the streaming computer and then mimic the filter setup and then basically set up the stream deck so when I hit a button it flips off the normal camera and turns on the talking cat head.
So I would call that basically, is it like the avatars that other people have where it follows their eyes and mouth?
No, it doesn't even do anything quite that sophisticated. It's just basically it just superimposes an image of an open cat mouth over a picture of a cat. Whenever the microphone goes active, it reads that input and then it opens the mouth or shows a picture with the mouth open.
I watched.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Go ahead.
I watched 3 videos about how this Last Frontier thing, just to do it. Only one of them seemed to spin it in a positive vein.
Who
and
was that?
I appreciate the data. That was the Burr Pet.
Huh.
Which surprised me that he would be trying to point out the positive in it. But I mean, what is neglected is like, I've kind of experienced something like this in a sense from what the World of Warcraft and the disillusionment and just disenfranchising of it. It started with, oh, aren't everybody supposed to have a cell phone? It's just like, yeah, but you gotta play your games to understand the people. You know, what you think is a priority and what people think is a priority can be 2 separate animals and both be positive minded, but you know, it's like, oh, get out of my sandbox now.
It's all good.
Before it's a cat box.
There it is. I think I found my build.
For what?
My computer. Thanks for nothing search option. Alright, where are the damn stats? Here. I have... Oh, never mind. I'll tell you later. Because this picture viewer takes, like, 2 years to load.
Alright, they said they gave me a landing pad, but I'm not getting an indicator saying where my landing pad is.
Alright, I have an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1050 Ti 4 gig GDDR5.
So are you upgrading to something newer, or is that what you're going to get?
That's what I have. So what does that mean, Pagan?
Well, if you're running something like Elite Dangerous or the Star Trek games, it
The
should...
fan should spin.
Right? Yep.
Okay. Alright. Thank you.
Yep.
Bastards.
Unless it's other code in the way of the graphics that just slow it down.
So yeah, so CPU and GPU are both holding at 131 Fahrenheit. My main board's up to 102.
So there's not thermal dust or anything that's just being... And you're not in Windows 11 or some god-awful thing that you didn't plan on, right?
Mm.
Okay.
Where's my damn hanger? If I gotta fly around and look for my hangar, I'm gonna be one pissed off pilot.
Hello, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Not too bad.
Landing gear down. Engines off.
Did you guys figure out her problem?
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. We'll flip it over and see if the bubbles come out.
Yeah, I told her to unhook all the cables, flip it around in a way that if there are any air bubbles in the GPU or in the CPU block, that they would flow up the tubes and into the radiator and get out of the CPU block. Just
So
in
you
case.
gotta burp it, basically.
Basically, yeah, you gotta burp it.
Yeah.
If that is the issue, the other second easiest fix would be to reapply thermal paste,
Right.
which is an $8 fix. How fast did your paste arrive when we ordered it? Didn't it come like the next business day?
Like 1 or 2 days later, something like that.
Okay, so yeah, so it wouldn't be that bad, Claire. If we had to order it on Amazon, it wouldn't be that bad.
Yeah.
Like the stuff you ordered me, and I'm not even running an AIO. I'm running an Evo 212. I got a fucking
I want a
running
fucking fish tank.
33C.
Nice.
I want that immersion.
Yeah.
pool.
So I mean, it stays pretty cool most of the time.
I just got to put some more fans into my factory
Welcome to the
default
ASOC vehicle
2060
retrieval system.
Navita card. I've got the fans. I just got to put them in.
This is a reminder that the flight status and hangar information may change. Be sure to double-check flight information on your Mobiglass or one of the convenient information sites.
Invictus is going to be in this location this year in a couple of weeks. Oh, I found a drink. I'm going to steal said drink. It's mine now.
Yeah, you get to go to jail because you just, well, I was just taking a 6-pack.
Not even a 6-pack. They'd send me to jail with hardened criminals for stealing one single can of, I'm guessing, Mountain
and
Dew.
you can see,
look at there.
the staff,
It's physical.
staff and star citizens that are doing those jobs. It's like they're so hoping to have a Karen or something mess with them.
Oh boy. That's a little scary. There it is. We're gonna go to the shuttles. I need to drink that soda. They must have known I was parched. He's parched. We must send him a soda. We want to go over
Hilarious. On Facebook, you know, they have these "you've won" scams. Yeah, I see this one above it, and "you've won" and this and that, and I type "scam" across the thing, and I get "you won," and it's like, oh god, that's a bot.
Nice. Classic.
Litter bug. You're fired.
All cats are therapy cats. Majority are just freelancing.
Nice.
Are you still running that? Everything on that build sheet that you sent is correct, right? Except for probably the hard drive.
What's wrong with the hard drive?
No, I'm saying like that's the only thing you probably changed, or what have you changed on that build?
Nothing. That's the computer.
You haven't even. You're still running a regular hard drive?
Yes. I know. It's 2012 or some shit.
Yeah, because you're running an AMD FX, which came after my old Phenom that I was running before I got
If this
this.
is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Yeah, I built this in 2017. Yeah, I must have built
Yeah,
it in
sounds
2017.
right. No, before that, the FX series only ran till.
Well, I was sourcing cheaper parts.
Oh,
from
okay,
these
okay,
guys.
that's fair.
But I doubt anything on there was more than a year old when I got it, right?
Right. No, I was just wondering what you. I mean, if you're running an FX, I mean, that CPU cooler should have zero problems keeping up with it.
Yeah.
So we're talking about my cooler?
Yeah, your AIO that's on the CPU should have no problems keeping up with your CPU.
Processor cooling, Ace Tech 550 LC.
What are you using to
What am I using to what?
monitor your system? What?
It's just Advanced System Care's little performance monitor.
Yay, 6 million again. Okay, so she can't push 1440 in Crusader. She's slide showing at 1440.
Are you testing your 3050?
Yep. But, I mean, I'm getting the frame rates at 1440 res that I was getting at 1080 res with everything turned down to the lowest settings before. So, I mean, everything's at high right now, the highest settings. Everything's at, like, very high. Let me see here. Graphics. We're running 1440, borderless, very high. Scattered object is high. Tessellation is high. Volumetric clouds are very high. Motion blur is off. Field of view is 86. I like to usually run 85.
Oh, it just spun up.
There you go.
But so why is it like running for a second or two and then shutting down? Let's see. I got GPU showing 141, just dropped to 136.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Have you made any changes? Maybe
No,
maybe you've
man,
changed your
come on.
thresholds.
Please
Do you hear the way I react to you people talking about things inside a computer? Do you think
just
I'm
checking.
messing with stuff?
Just checking. Just checking.
Do I sound like somebody who's messing with settings?
Just wanted to,
No.
just wanted to be thorough.
Unless it was your dab or bong. No.
Well, I mean, like I
That's
said,
the only
I
thing you're
used
going
to
to be
take-
messing with.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to take the old video card out and dust it off. That was the other computer, and it was a lot. It looked simpler inside. It was like, oh, this is connected to this, and you just pop it out. I think I even
Everything I'm
replaced my
reading-
power supply on the old
Everything
computer.
I'm
What?
reading on Reddit.
Everything.
Was that
yes.
that was a pre-built, right? Okay.
I
Everything I'm
mean,
reading-
like, I told them what parts to put together.
Yeah. Everything I'm reading is basically saying that it's probably just the
Paste
thermal paste they used. I don't know what
and
they
or
used.
bubbles.
No, just thermal paste. Everybody's saying that, like, whenever they went to detach it, it was like super crusty and dried up.
Okay, probably. I mean, it's 6 years old.
Approaching next
Should be
station.
replaced anyways,
If
right?
this is your stop, please
I
prepare
mean,
to
the
disembark.
one I was running on for like 10 years and I never replaced the
Last call
thermal
for
paste, and it was
passengers.
fine.
The shuttle
Oh,
is preparing to
well,
depart.
shit.
But I built mine myself, so I put
Depends
my
on how much,
paste on.
on what quality of paste was used too. I mean, if you use the really good shit, it's gonna last longer. Use the cheap stuff, it won't last as long.
I
just used-
feel like thermal paste was one of the buy options, although maybe I guess not if it's not represented on that little sheet.
Mm-hmm.
It says advanced build options thermal paste, and you put none, so they probably just use their house crap.
There you go.
Probably choose the cheapest shit they could find. No, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It'll last. It's just, the better stuff's going to last longer. That's all.
I mean, look at the price tag. I was like trying to keep a little money.
I get it.
And, going from a computer that was free, like only my sweat and tears went into it.
More sodas? We has more sodas. Yay, more sodas! Thank you, kind peoples.
Is it the Coca-Cola Space?
Yep, the Space Cola. Made with more space.
Are you streaming, Pagan?
I'm streaming on YouTube, Trovo, and Facebook.
Oh, and
Facebook. That's how my aunt was watching. She liked the talking cat.
Yeah.
One craft, any mission. Crusader Industries proudly presents the Hercules, our standard-setting, all-purpose.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Assaults to supply drops, the Hercules excels. As the premier ship in its class, it sets the standard for galactic transport on a massive scale. Contact your Crusader
Vehicle
Industries
selected.
to find out more.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Where is my vehicle? Hangar 9.
How do I find you on Facebook?
I'd have to add you. Since I'm streaming, I don't want to broadcast it, but I will send you my name.
Oh, is it only... Oh, so you're streaming to, like, your friends. You're not actually streaming to...
Yeah, I'm streaming to Facebook.
Well, Facebook Gaming?
Nope, just Facebook.
Oh, okay.
You have to add me on Facebook, and let me see if I can find the YouTube. I thought you were already on my YouTube, though. I was pretty sure you're already on my YouTube.
I am on your... I follow your YouTube.
Okay, I thought you did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you got the script logo. Okay. Why are you just trying different avenues, or?
I used to regularly stream on Trovo, YouTube, and Facebook at least once a week. And then I kind of backed off for a while because I didn't think anyone was watching the Facebook streams. And then one of my co-workers the other day, I was talking to her about something. She's like, yeah, she says, I was watching you stream on Facebook the other night. You were playing your space game with your cats. And I was like, Facebook has been indicating that no one's watching these streams, so I stopped doing it. She's like, no.
So the frame rates, is it normal, or do I see some stuttering from Trovo?
I'm in the worst place in this game for frames right now, and I'm getting like 20.
Okay, because I did notice it,
yeah.
so just what I was wondering.
Yeah, I'm running it at super high settings. That's what I was telling Johnny. I'm running it at super high settings, and normally in this area I would only be running it, I would have to drop down to 1080p.
A journey worth taking.
We're running about 40% higher resolution than what I would typically run. So if I were to drop that down on 1080p, I'd probably go from 16 frames a second up to about 25. But it was more of a test anyway.
No, it was just more seeing where you're at, if it was something from my connection or...
No, it's not you.
Okay.
It's not you, it's me. Once I get out of this area, the frame rate will kick way up again.
Because it looks good.
Yeah, I mean, for 14 frames, it looks pretty good. It's a pretty area. If I was going to hang around the area, I would drop my res down to 1080p and just check it out, but I'm not going to be here too much longer.
Engines on. Landing gear up.
But this whole area is a city floating in clouds, and the game's got this engine that renders volumetric clouds, so it's pretty graphically intense. These barges.
So you're expecting Lando Calrissian or something to be one of the main leaders of here.
Pretty much. But like these big barges right here actually move. So the game engine is calculating where this barge is going as I'm flying through. You've got these grass-covered platforms here.
Be right back.
And you can see the closer I get to them, the lower my frames get.
It's weird how it seems that a slower thing is you get a little more dizzier than the faster. That's weird.
Yeah. Now your brain's trying to fill in the missing frames.
Oh, okay.
Landing gear down.
But it's pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Chuggy, but pretty.
Hey, is that like equivalent of the T9?
No, this is
Just
the baby
big
hauler.
Bucky. Oh, this is a baby hauler, so this is like a...
Yeah, this only does
he said.
120 SCU.
I just saw that shape from the back image. It was like, hey, it's kind of a brick.
Well, yeah, it's...
Oh, no, one from that end it was, but okay.
Yeah. It's
That's
the
cool
small
looking.
brother to the Hercules. The Hercules are bigger, but they still have the basic delta shape.
Mm.
But there are other places I could go to sell, but I come here for two reasons. One, I get a higher price when I sell my stuff, and two, it's just pretty. But we do have to go up another 60 kilometers just before we can even take off again, so... It's pretty with the blue clouds and the... Enable cruise control.
Engaging.
Thank you. So now we'll go over here, plot our course.
This will be out on the town tonight or something.
I'm sorry?
Your old lady out on the town or at work or...
No, she's been teaching herself how to knit.
And fart.
Yes, and that too. She come in here to do something and released one. It was so bad the cats left.
She came in here to learn how to be farting, or were they the silent but deadly?
Yeah, I was like, lady, you don't want to start this fight. I'll eat Chinese food tomorrow.
My wife would always complain about my noisy ones, but gosh, hers would be the silent but deadly, and you see the cats are going, what the fuck?
Yeah, tonight I had Sneakers over here beside me. She was all snuggly with Daddy, all cute, and I had another one on the floor. She comes in here, and next thing I know, like, oh my god, and the cats are like, I'm out. I think it was all part of her plan to steal the cats back. See, she was in her office doing her thing, and the cats were in there. Then Daddy came in here and started doing work, and they're like, oh, let's go in Daddy's office and snuggle with him. I think she was just mad because I had the kitties. I have Milky back. Hey, Milky. I will do a talking cat head for you. Yes, I will do a talking cat head picture for you. But not tonight. Daddy's too tired to do another one tonight.
Talking talking cat head. What is that?
Yeah. Let me get out of here and I'll bring up OBS and show you.
Okay.
The stream started off with the kind of working on the stuff. On the days that I don't feel like having a bright light and a camera in my face, I will use one of two talking cat heads. It's triggered by the microphone. When the microphone goes active above a certain level, it makes it look like the cat's talking, has an open mouth.
Oh, it's like kind of like a VTuber.
Kinda, yeah.
No, it's much more basic than that.
Yeah,
it's like PopCat.
Yeah,
It's
pretty
like
much.
PopCat.
Yeah, it's a pop cat, but with a real cat
Just
picture.
the pop, 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 pop. You know, the mouth.
I could make it more sophisticated by putting, like, you know, putting images on there with eyes looking different directions and use timers, but I'm not going to go
Yeah,
through all
you'd have to
that shit.
upload 50, 60, 100 something imes. Yeah.
Screw that.
That'd be
shit.
good. Yeah. Yeah, no. Waste your whole week. Come on.
No.
Please. We need this.
No, we don't. We don't need shit. That would be a different story if I was sponsored and be like, hey, I'm wasting my time, but I'm getting paid to waste my time. That'd be a different story. This is just an old dude sitting in a chair doing it for shiggles.
Quantum travel engaged.
So while that's going on, doing its thing, let me load OBS and I'll show you the talking cat heads. I have a test version of OBS that runs on my gaming computer. Okay, so you notice now that when I talk, Boots' mouth opens. That's pretty much it. Yep. I'm a cat, and I talk. Yay. Or we can turn off Boots, and we can turn on Maggie. So let me just change the filter here. I had to make two different filters. One for Boots and one for Maggie. I think Maggie's turns out better.
Did you notice that Curtis Lark from Facebook is asking what your YouTube is?
He is?
Your Restream bot says Facebook, Curtis Lark. What YouTube? Question mark, question mark.
Oh, okay. Let me find that for you, Curtis. I need to pull it up on the streaming computer in order to show you on the streaming computer, because it's technically two different computers.
Restream bot doesn't go both ways, right? Or
It should. Yeah.
Well, then I'll just like post your YouTube in your
That
chat,
works.
unless
Yep,
YouTube
go for it. Go for it.
shoots me for posting a YouTube link. In
I can't confirm or deny.
You just glitched out when you went. Your whole image just like flickered. It was kind of great.
Yeah. There you go. Best talking cat ever. Hey, Curtis, how the fuck are ya?
Yeah, I just didn't know if you were.
No, it's all good.
For trying other streaming alternatives because freaking Twitch was talking about changing their model.
Well, it's good to keep your options open. It's good to keep your options open, and you're gonna your discoverability is a little higher on Twitch than it is on YouTube, but overall, YouTube's the better one.
Hey, Johnny.
Yo.
Are you on Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay. You noticed that, right, Pagan?
What's that?
Like I can do it now. I know that when he pauses for a whole second like that, don't interrupt him because he's still talking. It's just his internet stopped for, to wait.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, you notice that?
Yep.
Talking. It's just his internet stopped for,
I was just,
oh shit,
that's
to wait.
Really?
And no, I totally, because I thought you were like stopping to think about it for a second. It's just his internet. No, wait, that's not stopping to think.
Nope. There you go, Curtis.
I'm so happy I got Trovo to get my Morpheus cat up.
Nice.
I felt naked without it.
Right. Did it not post when I posted?
It looks like Restream did.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it was, you or me, or both.
No, it was, well, unless it's twice. It shows me that I posted it, but I don't know if it's showing you that I posted it.
I'm only seeing one, but the restream bot's pretty good about killing the duplicate messages, so. Lower landing gear. Curtis and I used to work together. Back when I lived up north.
Yeah, gosh, I'm sorry, that was fucking 10 minutes ago.
Have I ever told you a story about the crazy guy who would go out there in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt to smoke a cigarette when it was like -20?
I think I heard that once.
That would be the crazy fucker.
They live in Wisconsin.
Nice.
No, North
they
Dakota.
live from
buddy.
Wisconsin. North Dakota. Okay.
North Dakota, sure. You betcha, don't you know?
Yeah, we go in the freezer when we want to warm up.
Yeah.
In the winter. Oh, you betcha.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you betcha.
Well, you're standing there forever. Get inside where it's warm.
Right?
So I may have... Oh, let's see, hold on.
Shoot, I might have actually snow. We're having a Fraser cold thing coming down this weekend. So it's like, it won't stay, but it's like...
What?
This late? Yeah. Washington might get a really cold spell coming through.
Ugh.
Years ago, I suggested they institute a text system to tell us when the papers arrive at the dock, really is what I wanted. But if we could get to know when the papers left the printers, that would be good too, especially now that they've changed printers and they're only 30 miles away, as opposed to...
So you mean they can't have the delay of, hold the press. We just printed out 10,000 papers.
Yeah. Claire would be ripping them off as soon as it all got done and be like, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine.
Right.
Mine.
No, our papers.
So, yeah, I mean, so I told them they instituted this system now, though. They're using a reminder app or whatever. But I said, you should have it so you can opt in to find out when the truck leaves the printers, because that is when I would get my shit together. And so, like, it's just like I told them that they should do this 3 years ago, and they called me in today, and I was pretty sure it was to chew me out for something. And, you know, they wanted to say, oh, well, there's this one person that's complained that they haven't gotten it on their porch like 5 times this year. And it's like, yeah, do you hear yourself say that? Like, and let me tell you about this lady who told you that she can't walk, but I see her walk around the neighborhood with her husband, that she doesn't want to get her slippers wet, so she complains if it's not, you know, on the bench.
Really?
And I don't want to stop my car, get out in the sketchiest part of Grass Valley to put this paper somewhere.
If she would have
special
given
for
you
her.
a decent tip for that,
Ooh,
that
yeah,
would have been different.
she tips 6 cookies a year.
No, I meant money. I mean,
yeah, no, she tips
when paper people would get appreciated, that's fair. Then I would go the extra mile.
Yeah.
But other than that, no.
Exactly. No, people. If anybody who's been with me since the beginning has noticed a decline in my services, maybe they should look at how much they tip me, and think about it.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
But it's whatever. It's whatever. Because we've got this new system, we've got the new printers.
Well, they were thinking that basically papers were going to be obsolete. So in one sense, it's 10 one, half the other. You know.
I know.
Yeah.
But I think there'll always be somebody that wants to read the paper as long as it's available. There'll be those who just get off on the whole paper.
Oh, true. True, but I'm just saying it's been discussed, so it's like, yeah. I mean, shoot, I missed the Moon Boy. I mean, Bat Boy in the grocery stores. I mean, you got to know what's going on with him.
Bad Boy, yeah, absolutely. What the hell ever happened to Bad Boy? Are they still making articles for
They
Bad Boy?
sued the people that had those papers, and I think they went bankrupt, and someone bought them all and shut them down.
Ogden, I'll bet you it was Ogden. No, actually,
I wouldn't be surprised, but.
All right, Nurse Ratchet. Need a top up. Check my oil. Kick the tires. Do what you gotta do.
Very trippy looking. It's got all these aspects of like other games that I've definitely looked at.
I like it. It's just right now we're seeing a lot of possibility. Like you walk in this room, you open the door, you walk in over here, you interact with this console only. Now you can look at everything else, but it's visual only. It's eye candy for now. You know, maybe later this will be a loot box, or maybe you'll be able to take these meds and, you know, shit like that. But for now, it's a lot of eye candy. You know, like what is this going to do? One day this will do something. We don't know what it'll do, but it'll do something.
Those are really nice models and shit. Jeez.
Yeah, the graphics quality is just crazy high. I mean,
yeah, not just that, just that it's a model. I mean, like, can you kick stuff and punch it? And
yeah, well, not in here, but like here, there's stuff outside of here that I can interact with. Like here, these carts and stuff. There you go. Let's push the IV cart around until it kills me. There it goes. It just fell over. Oh darn! What a shame. You know, people knock over carts and shit all the time. You got gurneys and stuff over here. Here's a little walker. Here, let's grab a walker.
See, that's what I'm saying. Is a lot of those probably are models. They're just glued to the tables right now.
Yep.
Codingly speaking.
Yep. Well, that, and let's do everything we can to keep the performance as high as we can, because it's kind of tanky. You know, the graphic, the performance is kind of crap. But yeah, I'm doing my old man thing. I'm gonna walk over here. Now, can we make it out of the door or it seems like they get stuck in the wall cracks, or in the little cracks of the doors here. Oh! I'm gonna steal your little cart. I'm stealing your cart. I'm stealing your cart.
Yeah, with all the drinks. I mean,
I has the cart. Beware, I has the cart. Move, NPC. Come on. Go, space. Oh no, we're stuck. Damn, the ridges in the floor. Yep, we're stuck. Wah, wah. Oh well, I got that far with it at least.
Too far. If you were an actual resident, like, people would not immediately find you. You were out there. Back door alarm was definitely sounding.
One of the things I like to do is I'll in the mining area, you can buy clothing that makes you look like you're one of the NPCs. So I'll buy some of the clothing and just stand there and just troll people sometimes on a busy server when I'm bored. Be like, I'll just go stand in the corner like I'm an NPC and be like, hey, how's it going, fucker? And then they'll be like,
have you seen Free Guy? Have you seen Free Guy?
Oh yeah, I love it.
Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah, he killed that.
How'd that guy get an NPC skin?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. And it's an NPC. It became self-aware. I love it.
So good.
That's a great movie.
It's really good.
What was the other one that was really good too? I'm trying to remember what it was. The Adam Project, I think it was.
Yep. Adam Project was pretty good too. There's yeah. Ryan Reynolds has made like a dozen movies in the last 5 years or some shit.
Yeah, he's coming to his own finally. When I saw him in Chasing Amy, I thought this guy's got some skills. Somebody needs to give him a chance. Yeah.
So Adam Project, yeah, that one was really good. The kid they cast as young him, wow, kid.
Right?
Did you just like spend a year studying Ryan Reynolds or some shit?
Right.
He was so good. But the other one is 6 Underground. Did you watch that?
What is the name of it?
It's on 6 Underground. The number 6 and then Underground. It's on Netflix.
No, I'll have to find it.
Yeah.
Huh.
That one's pretty wicked.
6 Underground. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to check that out. But for now, what I need to do is shut all this crap down. because I need to install this plug-in, and I need to see what Mrs. B's up to, and probably even go to bed.
I'll do that.
Well, you can always save up one of those sneakers to your, revenge.
Right. I'd have to eat some Chinese food. I need to do more.
Not some eggs, right? Boiled eggs.
Yeah, I've had enough eggs for a while to last me. Eggs really fuck with me. Well, I am allergic to chicken, so.
Oh, okay. They would.
Yeah, so you're like, but you can't eat eggs, and I'm like, in small doses
No.
and infrequently. So, like, oh, here's one of the cats you guys never see. Here's Nigel. I call him Senior Nigel. He's an old boy. His front legs work great, his back legs don't work so well.
No.
Yep. And there's a cute video of Bootsy playing with fishies. It's Frisky's fish game. They chase it on the tablet. Milky was playing with it earlier. I think I may have that video. Where is this the one? Oh, watch Milky. Milky gets really good with it.
My wife got these toys.
She's like, wait a minute.
Flopping fish.
She's at the point now where we can't play it anymore because she will grab the tablet, flip it over, thinking they're underneath the tablet. Oh, yeah, she's crafty. Yep, she's crafty as hell.
They're definitely engaged in it. They like it.
Oh, yeah, they love that shit. Here we go. There's an older one of her playing it. This is before she realized that it's underneath the tablet. She loves that thing. She's like, I can't. What the hell? And you can see her like, wait a minute. She's getting frustrated. Yeah, that's crazy. That's my Milky nose.
Wait, is it made for the cats or no?
Yeah, it is. And now she's like,
okay.
fuck it, I give up. That blanket, they were practically born on it. When these guys were born, we were still living in the camper. This is after Hurricane Michael. So we were living in the camper, and this blanket was on our bed.
Wait, Michael?
Hurricane Michael. That big one that fucked up Florida fucked us up. But this blanket, this comforter was on our bed in the camper, so they would spend every night on that comforter.
Yeah.
And when we moved back into the house, they were terrified of the house. They were so big, they honestly were scared.
They had to explore it until they were safe.
Oh,
right?
they hid.
Yeah.
There are pictures of them hiding in our bed because they were terrified to go in the... Here it is.
It was faster than their boundaries were to be accepted at first, I bet.
They were terrified until we put the comforter on the bed, and then they started coming out and laying on the bed, and they got more comfortable. But this is a picture you guys have never seen. This is Milky's brother, Ike. He found a home with one of the contractors, and they renamed him to Kamikaze Ozzy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they were terrified. They were hiding in the bed. They did not know what to think because they were used to living in a camper this size. So there's Mama and all the babies. These are my co-workers. When I worked for the fruit company, I would sit on one side of the little camper table, put my feet on the other bench. Well, this bench actually, and they would crowd around my feet while I was talking to spoiled people on the phone. So, yep. So there's one where. Here it is. I was on the phone talking to a customer. I shone the light down between my legs, and here was Mama sleeping underneath me and her babies. Yeah. I called them my kitty co-workers for years. Yeah, there you go. There's Mama and her babies. So, yep.
Fire missile.
Fire. Don't be firing no missiles. Jesus, girl. So, yep, here's the pictures. Oh, here you go. Here's a good picture of the kitties. This is Bobby the Bobtail. Has no tail. Here you go. This is Precious. These guys, Mama, this is Precious. She's no longer with us. This is Mia. She's gone.
No.
This is Nigel. He's with us still. Mittens passed away last fall. So Bobby we still have. Nigel we still have. Coco we still have. I don't know if we have a picture of Coco. No, Coco's not here. Yeah, there's Precious and Bobby.
Have they, for hurricane resistance, do they try to up the codes, or are they just all trying to keep
the codes
cheap?
are crazy high. The house did pretty well. Oh, here we go. This is
I was just wondering to be more flood resistant, and then
it is.
more
It is.
debris.
The house was okay for the most part. The biggest issue with the house was that the neighbor's garage was detached and flew around and impacted the backside of our house.
That's understandable if it's detached. Yeah, can't stop any of that much.
The house across the street, the kitchen and the dining room section detached, flew across the street and scraped across the top of our roof, taking the shingles off. So the damage that we had, majority of the damage we had, was the impact of the neighbor's garage. I'm sorry?
So your neighbor's houses don't like your house.
Our neighbor's house fucked with our house big time.
Yeah. That big house that, oh man, what an ass out, you know. We're gonna
get this guy sucks. But yeah, these are the babies that you guys don't see. Let's see here. What do we got? There's Kokomo. She's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Oh, remember I telling you about the cat room and all the benches and the shelves? There you go. So a bed underneath, a long bench across the window, benches on either sides of the windows. This is just one wall of 4. So, yeah, the cat room is a fucking... Oh, what is this?
Nice.
Oh, this is a neighbor's cat. Aw.
Yeah.
So, yeah, too many damn cats. Oh, wait, is this Metal Cat? This is Metal Cat. He headbangs. Anyway, so yeah, kitties, and definitely more kitties. This is one I thought about using for a talking cat head. That would be perfect if I could record that or edit that. She wanted her food. She's like, "Quit fucking around, human. Give me my food, damn it." See, if I could trim out the video where she opens her mouth, that'd be perfect. But that's a whole lot of work for just 5 minutes of fun. All right. Well, that's it, folks. I'm going to cut this right here, and hopefully I'll see some of you peeps tomorrow night. Are we going to do mining together, or what are we going to do?
Did anybody switch to that place that's closer to the bubble?
Not yet. Where is it? Is it linked in Discord somewhere where I could jump my carrier out there?
Oh, man.
To mining.
Okay. All right. I'll jump the carrier out there, then we can check it out.
Did you pin it? Did I say you should pin this and then you pinned it?
I don't remember pinning it, but...
There's not a whole lot that's been done.
We can find it. We can find it.
Yeah, it's on 415. There's one thing, though. You got to change the plus sign to a minus sign unless Johnny Fubar would edit that post right now.
Johnny, you're fired.
It's the one with all the obnoxious reactions I put on it so that you couldn't miss it. Do you see it?
You mean the one that I just missed?
The one you just missed?
I edited it.
Okay, it's pinned.
So now it's perfect. That's the
Yay.
location.
It's pinned, and I will add another reaction too. It will give Popcat. There you go. There's a Popcat.
Oh, yes, the Popcat. That's exactly, yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
I boosted the server, Pagan.
Thank you. I need to boost it again too.
No, hold on. Okay, so unless you're gonna give it 6 more boosts, don't... No, I'm sorry, not 6.
4.
Is it? Yeah. Okay. So unless you give it 4 more boosts, don't bother. Whoa. Oh, yeah. Unless you're gonna give it 4 more boosts.
Okay.
Don't, because until you hit one of those levels, those boosts expire at the end of the month.
Okay, so we'll just do it whenever these expire then.
Level,
okay.
Once the one that you're at level 1, that'll never expire. You've achieved level 1. The server has leveled up. You're never going to unlevel. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, but if you can't get to the next level, the progress will go away at the end of the month or 30 days after the initial boosting.
Okay, so just to make sure I'm clear here, if we were to boost it 4 more times and go to the level 3, then it would stay level 3? Okay.
Level 2.
Okay, so if we boosted the level 2, it would never recede?
Level 2. Yep.
Okay,
As
so
far
we just
as
have to
I
pay all the money
understand-
for it is what it would be. And that's a lot of
Yeah,
money
as
to
far
pay.
as I understand. Yeah, I mean, it's some boosts.
Yeah, see, I've got boosts available that I can use because of my nitro. So we're at level 3 more and we were good to go.
2 of them.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, somebody just put another one on.
It's me. I just boosted because I have free ones from my nitro.
Oh, Roger. I mean, I don't think those will go away if you didn't use them. Like, you could have saved that one and stacked one. Okay, all right.
So we're 308 would hit the level 2 and then it would stay there. Okay, good to know.
Yep.
Okay.
As far as I know, like I said, mine's been level 1 since the beginning of the year. Yeah, since like January. And it hasn't been boosted since, like, somebody put an extra boost on it in February and it's gone. Right?
Gotcha.
But I am still level 1 server.
Gotcha. And the thing about it is I think the boosts are like $10 a month once you get above a certain point. So it would be like $30.
And I don't understand that a month.
That's crazy.
Thing.
Yeah, that is such bullshit.
Well, so I don't understand what they mean by a month. Because, like, yeah, if I go to boost this server because I have a yearly nitro right now, it's telling me $34.99 each year for one server boost. And I don't understand that because the boosts that I've been given and used and that have been used on places don't seem like renewing things. Like I said, I've got a level 1 server, has been since January. Nobody's put money on it. I don't know. I haven't paid Discord for anything yet, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe
it's $5 a month per a single boost. It's $35 for level 2.
See, and that's really weird because I had seen $3.49 for a boost. Like, with your discount, you just buy a boost for $3.49 and be done with it. No, a month, nothing. I don't get that. That's what I'm saying. Is I don't understand.
Yeah, that seems a little fucky to me. Well, I mean, what are the major perks here for boosting at the level 2? Okay, we get a little bit higher for live streaming.
Yeah. Okay. So, and you get more emojis, more stickers. You would double the stickers, which you're not using yet. By the way, you have 15 sticker slots now, which they're just big emoji that you can put in. You can just click it, and then it's not part of a text string. It stands alone, right?
Okay.
But the big one for this, for level 2 perks, is down at the bottom, custom role icons. With this, let's see, who's what? Tactical Ferret has moderator, right? That could be a sword. You could have the sword emoji or use your own uploaded emoji in this server, and it can be part of the role tag.
Gotcha.
Right? So streamers could have a Twitch icon or something,
Yeah.
That is what I would want my server to be at level 2 for.
I mean, as long as then it would be a one-time cost, it's like, okay, it's $32. We only have to pay it once, and that's logged.
I mean, have you been charged each month for your Nitro boosts?
I've only had Nitro for like a month and a half, so I've only seen one payment come out.
Okay, well, so I've been only gifted Nitro ever, so I don't know what the payments are like, but the first time somebody gave me a year of basic Nitro, and then the next time somebody gave me a month with 2 boosts, and I used them. And then somebody else gave me a year with 2 boosts, and I used them, and I've not gotten subsequent boosts. So I don't know.
Yeah, see, it's $10 a month.
I don't know whether anybody cares or not because I don't know if any of you watched Sonic or watched the Sonic movie with Jim Carrey in it. The second one was fantastic.
We saw the first one. But I've not
I-
seen the second one.
I have a website that has it free.